So a couple big things, Nigel. Did Nike release a new Kobe shoe behind Vanessa Bryant's back? And now the Jordan 1 is a federally protected trademark.
What?
Exactly.
What's that even mean?
What's up, C Squad?
It's Nigel C.
And Daddy C.
Daddy Son.
Kicks and Cooking. Today, we're bringing you another episode of What's Poppin' to talk about a couple of things that are going on in the Sneakerverse right now, man, that are monumental. So the first thing we want to talk about today has been in the news that Vanessa Bryant actually just called out Nike recently because of a leaked Mambacita Kobe Pro 6 that basically was, unauthorized by her and has been out on the internet. So crazy backstory to this shoe. She was in a design process with Nike, right?
Yeah.
You remember Nike and Vanessa?
Right, I remember all that. And then Kobe didn't want any more shoes to be made.
He was thinking about breaking out, forming his own sneaker company, right?
He didn't want to be associated with Nike anymore. And then Vanessa Bryant and Nike cut their deal. Like the whole Kobe Nike deal broke.
Right, back in April.
Right.
That happened back in April.
Right. And now, so now Nike's still making Kobe shoes.
So here's the thing, right? This shoe, there's images of this shoe that leaked on the internet.
I'm sorry, I predicted it. So what happened is the Kobe shoe, it's not officially a Kobe shoe, but they took the Kobe shoe design and made their own shoe without the Kobe label on it. That's what happened.
They just made it and just didn't put a Kobe label and just threw it. No. It could be something, you would think something like that could possibly happen.
Right.
But what appears to have happened, right? Images of this shoe surfaced online, and we'll throw it right up here on the screen for you. But it was a Kobe 6 Pro that supposedly Vanessa was designing with Nike to honor Kobe and, of course, her daughter Gianna, right? Passed away tragically in 2020. And it's called the Mambacita. So the shoe is black and white colorway. It's a Kobe 6, kind of like the Grinch, really the same shoe design. But on the back of the shoe is the Mamba Foundation logo. And then on one shoe is the number 2, which was Gianna's number. And then on the other shoe was 24-8 for Kobe's number. And that was the whole thing. But again, like you said, their deal fell apart, right? And it's kind of crazy because the shoe design itself, Nike owns. The Mamba logo is owned by Nike and Kobe's foundation. The Mamba Sports Foundation logo is owned by Vanessa. So what happened is this shoe was kind of in the works. It looks like prior to the whole thing in April before it fell apart. And the way sneaker production works, usually it's like a 6-9 months, sometimes a year in advance. They're producing these shoes that they're talking about bringing out. And what happened is there's somebody online that found images, but apparently some stock got sent early to a boutique, and this is boutique in the UK called Foot Patrol, right? Stores get inventory early. They keep it in the back until release time, right?
That makes sense.
Apparently it looks like Nike kind of got ahead of themselves and designed this shoe, produced the shoe, sent out some inventory. Then this store is like, okay, we're gonna take some images of it, maybe put them up online just to hype it up. So when it does happen, right, they're building up that hype, right? Then the deal fell apart. So now Vanessa's like, dog, what you doing?
Had no idea of any of this.
Exactly. What do you mean? Like, this is my stuff, this is my daughter, and the proceeds from the shoe were all supposed to go 100% towards the Mambacita Sports Foundation, right, to honor her daughter, because the shoe was primarily designed, Vanessa was working with it to honor her daughter and Kobe, obviously.
So Vanessa Bryant and Nike, they were making the shoe together at first, right?
Supposedly, that's
And then the deal broke. So then Vanessa hopped off of that. And did she plan on just keeping that shoe just unfinished forever?
Like just putting it on the shelf?
Okay.
No one really knows, but she, for sure, she took to Twitter and everything and released a statement calling Nike out. She's mad because they were produced, they were sent out. And then to add insult to injury, this Foot Patrol company in the UK, they released supposedly the Kobe 6 it's called the Del Sol, which is a white colorway with black and yellow. So this was the final shoe to be released by, under the Kobe brand through Nike.
This one that
not this shoe, but a different shoe.
Okay.
And this company sold some, and supposedly they accidentally sent some people this Mambacita shoe instead of the Del Sol shoe. So then that shoe ended up on eBay and a couple other places online for sale.
Oh my God.
So it was
So now people reselling this shoe?
For crazy money, right? And then supposedly now these platforms are supposedly pull those listings down after all of this hubbub, because that's bad PR.
What?
Hubbub.
Okay.
That's what they call it. All this craziness. So yeah, man, it's a show. The Foot Patrol company, I think it's just an example of Nike jumped the gun, and then this Foot Patrol company just, they hashtag team early. Everybody wants to get everything early. Clout chasing. Look at this. Look what I got. Look what I got. We got it coming. It's coming. It's hot, right? Mm-hmm. And then this what happens. The things ends up getting shelved. Now you look like a fool.
Yeah, it's irresponsible,
Definitely. So that's just a bad look, and that's sometimes you just gotta wait things out, man. Take some time.
Here's the thing, Dad. So, the Kobe Foundation isn't getting money from that shoe, right?
Yeah.
But they are definitely getting a lot of money from this person right here, because you got your 2 Kobe shoes right here. You definitely got about 10 more upstairs, and you got your whole Kobe shirt on.
Hey, this is
which is one of many.
This is the truth. But I'm a Kobe lover, man. Kobe's my dude. Mm-hmm. This is a shirt I picked up. Link that down in the comments. But this was people talking about Kobe being the logo for the NBA.
I remember that. Yeah.
And this company just made a T-shirt, and I had to get it, man. I loved it. I loved it.
Did.
Right? Because I can throw this on with a pair of Kobe's any day of the week.
You can make a whole Kobe memorabilia collection and definitely sell that for more than the price of those shoes.
Hey, man, I love the Black Mamba.
So do you know what the conclusion is going to be? Like, what's going to happen with this?
I don't know, man. I really don't know. I know that Nike and Vanessa, for now, are like this. So who knows? What do you guys think is going to be the outcome of this whole scenario? Mm-hmm. Was Nike wrong? Was Vanessa, is she doing this, going about the wrong way? Like, what's your thoughts on it? So what do you think on it? What's your thoughts?
I think Nike was in the wrong here. I think they should have gotten some kind of confirmation from Vanessa before doing this. Even if even if they pull out some documents saying this legal thing, like they were able to do it themselves. Mm-hmm. I mean, just out of respect for Kobe and Gianna, they should have gotten the word from Vanessa before doing that.
I agree.
That company in the UK, why would you do that? Like, you can't accidentally send the wrong shoe to somebody.
Yeah, I've never ordered something and received something rare that's not in circulation. Like,
not at all.
How does that happen? Crazy.
Definitely not an accident. I know that much.
At the end of the day, kudos to Vanessa.
Yeah.
She's handling business right now, big time. Mm-hmm. She was quiet, obviously during, when Kobe was with us.
Yeah.
But since then, she's running the foundation and the business and about her business. So big ups to her, and hope things just keep going up. So we have one more big thing that's popping today. But if you want to hear it, do us a quick favor, right? You can go down there and like and subscribe to this video. It helps our channel grow. It helps the algorithm, and we can keep bringing this fresh content to you. So this last segment, we're going to talk about Nike is actually now granted a U.S. Patent and Trademark Office trademark on the Air Jordan 1.
Yeah, I have no idea what that means.
So the federal government has trademarked the Air Jordan 1 High, the Air Jordan 1 Low, and the Air Jordan 1 SE, which is another low-top version.
What does it mean when the federal government trademarks it?
So the way the trademark happens, Nike, if I can reach this, Nike trademarked the shape of the shoe and the total design of the shoe.
Oh.
So if you read the trademark, you can hear that. You read that trademark, it talks about the design, how the leather, that this top part, and the way the lace, the eyelets are in the shoe, the way the shape of it is, everything. So what we've seen since 1985, when the Jordan 1 first came out, is like right out the gate, people, obviously companies saw Nike doing big things with this shoe. Companies like Kmart, which was around before you were born, Target early on, they had...
Oh, they were just replicating it.
There was knockoffs everywhere.
No, I've seen those.
There's knockoffs to this day, and we'll show some in the video. There's knockoffs I've seen where instead of the Nike swoosh, the shoe itself is the shape, everything looks exactly like it, right?
Yeah.
But there's like one that has like a pistol here, like a 6-shooter. There's one that has a lightning bolt, and that's actually a pretty popular one.
I know what you're talking about. I've seen that.
Yeah, this new cool key. That's another conversation that's been going on in the media right now with sneakers. These guys, and they're like selling these Nike knockoffs for like top dollar, like $500 and $700. I'm like, who buys it? I don't get it.
Just get the shoe at that point.
Yeah, but it's like they're saying Nike has this, but we've taken it up another notch. So I'm like, I don't know if their materials are higher grade or what. Yeah, so all these companies, it's like literally they like, you have the golden arches and we have the golden arch. Coming to America, you down with that? It's like the biggest bootlegging. Like, it's one thing to buy a shoe that maybe isn't made by Nike.
Yeah.
It looks like Nike.
Right.
But when it like takes the whole design, and instead of this, like I just put out a shoe tomorrow and I just have a here or just I don't even know why.
So they're just trademarking it so that the replications can't be made anymore, right?
Right. So if you're found replicating the shape,
so you'll be a federal criminal.
Right. If you're found replicating the shape of the shoe, the design of the shoe, and it's not Nike, they can sue you basically. And I'm hearing that there's actually a company getting sued for that right now.
Wow.
It's big news, man, because you wouldn't think it, but there are so many different bootleggers of the Nike design, right? I mean, the unauthorized replicas of an actual Nike shoe is one thing. Yeah. That's a conversation for another day. But then there's people that said, okay, Nike, I like your shoe. I'm going to make my own shoe, and I'm just going to make it look basically just like this. But instead of your swoosh and your wing logo, I'm going to do something different there.
It's going to be some chicken wings here, and I don't even know, this is actual check mark.
Yeah, exactly. And there's like right now, there's also talk possibly of the Air Force One getting patented as well, getting trademarked. So then you've got like the whole BAPE thing. They did an Air Force One that had a separate thing instead of a Nike swoosh.
Yeah.
And we'll put those up in the video too. But BAPE did.
So that can't happen now either.
Right. If they trademark the Air Force One, there's companies that have done that shoe.
But that's like a brand deal though. So like Nike had something to do with that.
So the thing is, I don't think they did.
Oh, so BAPE just took the shoe and did that themselves.
They call it the BAPE stuff. Right. Instead of Air Force, it's the BAPE stuff, which again, maybe I'm old, but I just don't understand why you would want a shoe that looks just like this, but instead of a Nike swoosh, it's something else. Or there's just nothing there. I don't get that. But, again,
you don't get the Air Force with the Supreme box logo. You see that, you want to die.
That's a collab, but I'm not a fan of that. That Air Force, the Air Force One Supreme, to me, it's just trash. It's just the tiniest little Supreme logo just slapped there.
It doesn't get the hype, man. You just don't get it.
I don't understand the Supreme hype.
It's okay. It's an old head thing.
It's like, what's the creativity? I put the word in a box and just throw it on everything.
Supreme. That's it.
A basic cotton t-shirt, I throw that box on it. Now that $10 cotton t-shirt costs $200.
Yeah.
It's not my jam. But anyway, I'm old. I guess that's just what it is.
I would never wear a knockoff shoe. I mean, I'm going to just go to school and get clowned if I ever put on a Jordan that has a lightning bolt instead of the check. So you would not catch me doing that.
But the crazy part, like I said, people have been buying the shoe and it's a elevated, higher priced, I don't know if it's a luxury brand type thing, but the rapper Future was in a picture wearing a pair of those.
I mean, not like, I wouldn't go to like Target and get the kinds that just like, you know what I mean?
Just a straight like,
But if it's like actually like a, an official brand doing that, then I might do it. Or Future did it, I might did it.
See? Just like that. Whole dynamic change.
Man, Future did it, so I'm gonna do it.
Why? Why if Future did it, you would do it?
Because it was whack, you know what I mean? But then like Future put on the shoes and it's like, it's not as whack now.
Now it's cool, just because he's a celebrity, huh?
Yeah.
Wow. So that's what celebrity does out here to our kids, guys.
Hey, I'm gonna be doing that, so you better stop hating, because you want to be a celebrity, right?
I don't want to be a celebrity. I just want to talk about sneakers and spend time with my son.
So nice of that.
I mean, we are trying to grow our audience, but it's not about celebrity, it's just trying to make impact. Speaking of growing our audience, if you like this content, do us a favor, like and subscribe to this video right now. It helps our audience grow. It helps the algorithm. That's what they tell us.
Yes, please.
Do us that favor.
Yeah, Mr. I don't want to be a celebrity. Subscribe right now.
But anyway, what are your thoughts on this shoe? Tell us down in the comments. Do you like, these other brands that are basically replicating Nike's design, but adding their own touches and twists, so it's not technically a Nike shoe? What do you think about this trademark thing? Is it going to knock those companies out? I mean, Nike can now just say, cease and desist. We'll sue you. So we think it's going to be a big impact. Hopefully this was a good episode. You guys learned something today.
Yeah.
Come back and see us for next videos. We'll bring you some hotness, and peace.